Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to the online teaching academy Ekalaiva, class 10 Social Science. So far we have been discussing about the sectors of the Indian economy. In the previous session you have learnt about how do we count various goods and services in the each sector, and also you have learnt about the GDP, that is gross domestic product. Okay, so now we are going to step into a new topic, that is historical change in sectors. Okay, so if you look at the developed countries, no, the people are working more in the treasury sector. Okay, so if you look at the developed countries, more and more people are engaged in treasury sector only. But if we look at the initial stages of the development in those countries, the primary sector was given more important, and that was considered the most important economic activity. So there was a shift taken place from the primary to the tertiary sectors in the developed countries. Okay, how it has been taken place, how there was a shift taken place in the sectors in developed countries, we are going to see now. Okay, so first of all, the methods of farming changed, and agriculture sector began to prosper, and most of the people were employed in the primary sector. So if we look at the initial stage of the agriculture, the farmer were practiced only the primitive subsistence farming, but but in the modern world, the farming method has been changed a lot. The farmers are involving in the commercial farming now. So the methods of the farming changed. As a result, the agriculture sector began to prosper, and also it produced much more food than before, so that the many people were also employed in primary activity, that is in primary sector. Okay, and then what happened over a long period of time, during the industrialization, during the emergence of industrialization, more and more industries developed a lot. As a result, the new methods of manufacturing were introduced in the factories or industries. So people who had earlier worked on the farms began to work in factories. So as the industries developed more, what happened? The people who had earlier depend on the agriculture sector for survival, they just started to depend on this industrial sector. Okay. And also people began to use many more products that were produced in factories because they sold at cheaper rate, right? So what happened? From the primary sector, now there was a shift taken place in the secondary sector. So this means the importance of sector has been changed from primary to secondary. And then in the past 100 years, there has been a further shift taken place in the sectors. Okay, so from the secondary sector to the tertiary sector, so there was a great shift taken place in the sectors from secondary to the tertiary sectors in developed countries. Okay, because the service sector has become most important in the terms of the total production, because they produce more services to the people, and also the people, most of the people know, they look at for a variety of service, various services. So this expectation has lead to the service sector to become a most important sectors in the terms of the production and also in employment. So nowadays, more and more people are engaged in service sector in developed countries, and not only it is the most important sector in the terms of production, and it also employ more and more people. Okay, so this is how there was a shift taken place from primary to secondary and secondary to the tertiary sector. And here you can see, so what happened uh, from the primary sector to uh, there was a shift taken place to the secondary, and then from the secondary sector to there was a shift taken place to the tertiary sector. Okay, and now we are going to look at all the three sectors in India. Okay, the primary, secondary, and tertiary sectors in India. So here you can see a bar graph. Um, so this bar graph is shown for 2 years. One is 1973 and another one is 2003. So in this bar graph, you can see how the total production has grown over the 40 over the years. Okay, so this bar graph shows the production of goods and services in 3 years. Okay, and you can clearly notice that the total production has grown over the years. Okay, and now we are going to uh, deal with a topic that is rising importance of treasury sector. Okay, because if you look at this bar graph, you'll come to know the treasury sector. The treasury sector is the largest producing sector, isn't it? And if you look at this graph, no, in the year 1973, if you look at that graph, you can come to know very clearly which sector was the largest producing sector in the year 1973. Okay, which is the largest producing sector in 1973? It is agriculture. Okay, followed by treasury, and then in the industrial sector. And if you look at the 2003 bar graph, which is the largest producing sector, ma? It is, of course, the tertiary sector, followed by the industrial sector, and then the primary sector. Primary sector. Okay. So if you look at the both graph, 1973 and 2003, can you say which sector has grown the most over the 40 years? Yes, absolutely, it is treasury sector. What is the reason for that? Why it has grown more over a period of time? What is the reason for that? We are going to find out now. Okay. So basically, uh, for ri- uh, for this, there are 4 points that support the importance of treasury sector in production. So what are those 4 points? First of all, in a country, there are a certain several services which are required as hospitals, education institution, or the telegraph service, or police stations, or the municipal corporation, village administrative officers, or the banks, insurance, transport. So all these services are required for a country. So these can be considered as a basic service, isn't it? So if a country, the country needs all these basic service, it needs hospital, it needs schools and police station, municipal corporation. So a country needs some basic service such as hospital, education institution, telegraph services, police station, bank, municipal corporation, and etc. etc. Okay, so in a developing country, the government has undertaken the responsibility for providing these services to the people. So these services are comes under the treasury sector. So automatically, the government has undertaken to provide these service to the people. As a result, automatically, the treasury sector grown more. Okay, and then the second point, the development of agriculture and industry leads to development of service like transport and storage and trade. So what does this mean? As agriculture and industry develop, the treasury sector also developed simultaneously, because as we learned earlier, once the production over, in primary or in industrial sector, they need to transport their product, okay, uh, transport that product to the market. To transport their product to market, they have to use transport, and they have to communicate with the buyer. They have to borrow money from, that is, they have to borrow the loan from the bank, and all these things are there. So the transport, storage, trade, banking, communication, all these are comes under the treasury sector, and that is why it is developing a lot. Okay, the second one, the development of agriculture and industry leads to development of service sector. And then the third one, due to the demand and income levels, there is a rise in demand for more services. Yes, of course. So what is that? If the income level of an individual increases, that in case, so if the income level increases for an individual, the people will also start demanding more services, and like they can eat out, and they will look at for a private schools for the children, and they will go for shopping, they will go for tourism, they'll go to any tourist place, and when they fall into sick, they will treat themselves in a private hospital. So when the income level increases for an individual, the people will also look at for the more services. Okay, and then the next one, the new services based on the information and technology and communication have become more important and essential nowadays. So, what is the last point, children? Over a past decade, the new services such as IT and communication have become more important, and even we can't imagine our life without the information technology and communication, isn't it? So the production of these services has been rising rapidly. Okay, so these are all the 4 points that contribute to develop the treasury sector more than the other two sectors. Okay, but we have to keep one thing in our mind, children. What is that? The service sectors in India, no, that employs many different kinds of people. Okay, but at one end, there are a limited number of service that employs highly educated people. But on the other side, there are very large number of workers engaged in service such as a small shopkeepers, a repair person, and transport person, and etc. etc. And even we can notice the person who push the cart on the street and selling some vegetables and fruits. Okay, so the people who involves in this activities, no, they will do a lot of work from morning to till evening, but still they could able to earn a very little income, though they are working in that job because there was no other alternative source for them to work. Okay, that is why they are still working in these job. Okay, so we have to keep one thing in our mind: the service sector in India that employs many different kinds of people. At the one end, there are a limited number of services that employs highly educated people. On the other side, there are a large number of workers. They are engaged themselves in a small shopkeeper, repair person, and a transport person, and etc. etc. Okay, and now it is a time for note down the assignments, children. So describe the historical changes that have taken place in the sectors of the economy in the developed countries. And second one, how is treasury sector gaining importance in India? Okay. So you have learnt about Today, you have learnt about the historical changes in the three sectors in developed countries, and also you have learnt about the rising importance of the treasury sector. So, what factors that contribute to develop the treasury sector? So, that also you have learned today. So, we will see the remaining part in the next session, children. So, to receive our online lessons, subscribe our channel and you will get the latest notification. Thank you, children.